y'all, how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, highly requested video here about the future of President Joe Biden. So, I have done a series of these types of videos before on my channel. I've done a lot of different political content on my channel. I've done videos specifically for Biden, specifically for Trump, specifically for, RFK Jr. as well, maybe some other people, and got a good track record here on the channel for anybody who might be wondering. But people said, okay, those videos that I've done months ago, long time ago now, have already been coming true. And so it's time for update videos for new things that are coming down the pipeline and could come true. So we're starting this off with our current president, Joe Biden, and if people are interested in doing update videos for the others, like I said, I did one for Trump, I did one for RFK Jr., I might have done one for others as well, I can't recall right now, then let me know if you're interested in that, and I will do those too. I just felt like the one about Joe Biden is a little bit more timely because people have been very concerned after his debate performance. So just in case, I feel like this is one of those that I need to go ahead and put the time up here. It always takes a minute to get clear, but as you can see, 5:42 on Friday, July 5th, is when I'm filming this. So if anything pops up at, any other time, just know this is when I'm recording this, okay? This is when I'm sitting down to record this. I worry that things are coming true so fast that I need to time mark my videos. So that's what we're going to do. But without further ado, I'm a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive. And in these videos, we take a look at the tea with the tarot. Again, don't let that scare you off. Got a good track record here on the channel. Got a lot of things already coming true, have been coming true for months now, to the point that we need an update. So I'm going to go ahead and move this microphone right here. Got Penelope over here assisting us in this as I get shuffled up. And as always, this is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? Gotta say that for the YouTube overlords. Got to say that. But we're just going to take a look. I have literally no plans of any particular questions for this. I'm just literally gonna, ask whatever we are allowed to know about this, what we can know, what we're allowed to know, that we find that out and do know it, about our current president, Joe Biden, and his future here. So just gonna go with whatever they show me, and I'm just gonna jump right on in. Like I said, I don't know what in the world's gonna come up, but we're gonna find out here together. So, y'all, seriously, y'all saw as I was shuffling, you heard me and saw me shuffle several times here, and then as I was shuffling over, these two turned over, and y'all know, literally, what is this card? I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. For people who've watched my channel for a long time, y'all know my King of Cups card is my Biden card. Y'all know that. Y'all see it every time. We talk about it every time. For doubters, you can go back on all my old videos that have anything to do with politics and see that's my Joe Biden card. It's literally came out first. It literally came out first, and in the reverse position. I will say, though, y'all are already saying it. I can already tell y'all are saying it, screaming it to the screen. Don't we always see him in the upright position? We always get his card in the upright position, and so I keep telling y'all, sorry y'all, the spirit guides aren't shit talking him. They don't want to say anything bad. They don't want to, put anything out there that doesn't look, less than positive. They're putting him in a positive light, so I'm going to read it in a positive light. I say what I see, and if I see it come up in a positive light, I'm going to say that. And that's what I've always said. This is the first time we've seen him come up in reverse. So not only is right out the gate his card coming into play here, the literal first card, but it's the first time in all of our readings, political readings over the last handful of years, like since before the COVID. This channel has been around doing these readings since 2019, before all that shit hit. He's been in the upright position, and now here it is in reverse. Cannot make that shit up. Literally right there in front of everybody's eyes. That's what it was. So just throwing that out there. All right, I'm like, I already got like all intense, and we ain't even like barely 5 minutes into this, and I'm already intense as hell. Sorry, but that was just crazy for all of y'all who followed forever and know that. Y'all can vouch for that. So anywho, what I'm gonna say here. Him coming up in the reverse position. Y'all know when cards come up in reverse in relation to people, it means one of two things, or it could mean both. That they're either doing something they know is wrong and bad, or they are at a disadvantage. And it could also be both. They could be doing something wrong and bad and be at a disadvantage. Could be both. But it's coming up in the reverse position for his first time here on this channel. And moving on with this, the Seven of Wands card is a letting go card. It is a giving up energy. Right now, as I'm speaking right now, like I said, when I started recording this, now we're at 5:47 p.m. on July 5th. As of this time, he has, since the debate, had several appearances where he has really dug his heels down, and he has said, I'm not going anywhere. I am running for president again. I am here to stay. He has been very, very vocal about that, very, very forthcoming about, I'm here and you're not going to take me anywhere. And yes, to date, as of this time, there have been mumblings from some people saying, I wish he would step down. I hope he does, push away and let somebody else come in his place. There's been people saying that, but he in no way, shape, or form has given any indication of that. He's been loud and strong that he's staying in this race. But the Seven of Wands in reverse card is a letting go card, sometimes a giving up card. So if he doesn't fully give up and say never mind, there is at least a letting go energy here. So I don't know what letting go could be shy of actually just stepping down in a way. I'm not sure how letting go could be interpreted some other way, but maybe it can. If you have any ideas how letting go could be interpreted in a different way, please sound off in the comments below. Love to hear your thoughts. But I am seeing that. The Devil card in reverse, it's actually good to see it in reverse. But this card is a card about toxicity and things that are unhealthy and just all and out bad. It's in reverse. So it's trying to let go of all toxicity, let go of all unhealthiness, of everything that's bad, of everything that's wrong, whatever. And so there is this idea that moving forward, it's kind of like, okay, gonna try to release those chains. But as we're coming down here, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit card upright, this is really, to me, just reminding me, and again, if you're an OG here on the channel, you can vouch for this. For anybody that may or may not be coming new here today, that literally since 2019, since before the pandemic happened, my cards, every time I've been reading about Joe Biden, have said he would not be making it through a full 2 terms. They have been saying that. What I should have done is just tried to go through all my old videos and like literally put up a screenshot of every single time I've said that, of like, he's not going to be able to go the full 8 years. He's not going to last the full 8 years. He's not going to go a full 2 terms. I'm just not seeing it. I have said that and said that and said that for the last literally 5 years now. 4 or 5 years, whatever. I've been saying it for a long time, for years, multiple years since before the pandemic, that he would not be able to do that. And that's exactly what this bottom row is giving. When I see the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is to say that at this point, it's not all over. Not all hope is lost for him and his endeavors for the future. But our Two of Wands in reverse is keeping things kind of small and contained. And our Hermit card upright is really having to think deep and soul search and, pause for a minute, reflect, really go inward in some sort of a way. And so there's something here that's kind of mentioning about not being able to, have this full expansiveness. Again, this idea of this kind of keeps things from feeling hopeless, keeps things from feeling like, okay, well, there's nothing else that can be done. It's over, whatever. This is kind of keeping that feeling from happening, from taking over. So I do still see he's got some juice left. He's still, trying and trying to spring back from an less than great, less than ideal performance on that presidential debate. But they're showing that there is kind of a cap here. Up here it's like the sky is the limit. Here it's like something a lot lower than the sky is the limit. There is a glass ceiling here. There is a cap on how far we can take this, how far we can go. And that has to really, really be taken a look at here. So again, they're just saying the same things they've done before about how he's not likely to last the full 8 years that he was intending to last. They've been saying that for years now. So that piece is a repeat from what they've already said. But if you happen to not have seen those previous videos, then you didn't know that they already said that. Here they're saying it again. But wow, I know we already know why his card would be coming up in reverse, or at least we can guess that he's not on his A game, or that he's not doing particularly well, all things considered, compared to maybe how he has in the past, or things like that. But let's go ahead and just pull some context cards just to see what we can about why he's coming up in a reverse position here, just for due diligence sake. Let's just check that out. Got a card here about because we're trying to practice make perfect, and that's not really going in his favor right now. He doesn't seem to be kind of going on the up and up in that way. Family card as well, so maybe there's some family things going on that also makes him be a bit on the struggle bus as well. It could be about his son Hunter. I know that there's been a lot kind of going on, people's opinions on him, and whether or not that has any reflection on his dad, Joe Biden. And so I do see that as being a part of what has weakened his position here a little bit. This is timing and balance. The timing and balance is not necessarily on his side right now. Timing and balance, I'm going to ask specifically with that. Ooh. Okay. I say what I see. I don't squeeze things out of the cards that they're not going to give me, but I do say what I see. Seven of Swords, man, that is a sneaky card. So when we're talking about timing not being on our side and being out of balance, and then being sneaky as it relates to the fact that time's not on our side, and neither is balance. Being sneaky is maybe not what you'd want to see for weakened positions in political roles, although we do see it a lot. It's not like this is the first time a sneaky card has come up for a politician in a reading before, for crying out loud. But it does take away some confidence when you see it. Whenever that comes up for anybody, it does kind of take a hit at people's confidence here. So last one, ooh, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, y'all. The bad luck omen. bad luck card, bad luck omen. Things are not moving forward. This is a spiral downhill. So for people who think that this can spring back, I don't see that that's true. For people who think that he can bounce back, I don't think that that's true. For people who think that there is some way to be sneaky and control for some of these issues that are going on, I don't think that's true. And we see a releasing and letting go card of things that are toxic and unhealthy. And so I know that his current messaging, again, to the point of like while we're filming this video, the current messaging is literally, I am charging forward all the way. I'm running. You can't take me anywhere. I'm doing this. And even somebody said that his speech today in Wisconsin, that as he was walking off the stage, they were playing that song that's like, and I won't back down, I will stand my ground song. You know what I'm talking about? They were even playing that as he was, in the video as he was exiting the stage for his Wisconsin speech. So that what he said there and what they're showing there directly conflicts with what I'm seeing here. But this is, a predictions video. This isn't a what's currently happening right now video. This is a what can we look forward to in the future type of video. So, very interesting. Let me pull these up, reshuffle these, and we will get back into seeing what else we are allowed to know about the future of Joe Biden. So as I get shuffled up here, just a reminder that if you'd like to book a private reading, you can book You can book a private reading on my website at BeasTalksAndTarot.com. I do private readings. I do Reiki Energy Healing for cleansing and clearing. I do life coaching. Since I'm a licensed mental health clinician, I kind of blend that in our spiritual approaches here, and do some life coaching services. I also do tarot tutoring for people who would like to learn how to read the cards. The way I read the cards. So I can work on that with you too. But yep, private readings and all of that available at BeasTalksAndTarot.com on my website. So what else can we know about the future of President Joe Biden? Whatever we're allowed to know, whatever we can know about that. Ooh. Oh, wow. 3 wands. Well, 4 wands, actually, but this is the messenger card about these 3 wands. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I mean, I'm telling you, they're just like doom, 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 doom with the things today. Top row, star card upright, new beginnings. 2 of Pentacles upright, shifting, changing things up. Page of Wands, laying down a message before we talk about all 3 of these wands. That is the message. So already the idea of new beginnings and shifting things up, that's just, that goes back to what I was seeing in the other pool. Like, I know he gets to be the one to make the decision about whether he would run or whether he would step down. And he is adamant that he will run. So, by all accounts, I should be wrong in everything that I've been seeing here. And I might be wrong. This might be the day that my track record gets muddy and rusty and, shit goes awry. That could be the thing. If there's ever a tarot reader or psychic out there that tells you that they are 100% on the ball, 100% right in every single prediction, 100% of the time, run away from them because they're a charlatan and they're lying to you. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody misinterprets. But I'm just letting you know that I had the first 6 cards and all the context we pulled, and then now these, and they're saying the same thing. They're matching each other. They're just not matching what President Joe Biden is saying right now. So They're talking about new beginnings and changing things up. Then the messenger card comes here saying, I'm dropping down a message. Wands, wands, wands. Wands are the card of fire. Wands are the card of passion, of pushing forward, making big moves, communicating, careers, changes. Like, it's the explosive card. And we've got 3 of them here after the messenger card. First, we're seeing this female, this Queen of Wands energy here. As I always say, you know, queens and kings could stand for a different gender than what you're seeing on the card. It could be that this is referring to a male with some sort of feminine energy. That's possible. But it could also just be classically referring to a female here. And our 9 of Wands upright is a resiliency card. Our 10 of Wands upright is like, okay, this is a big load to shoulder right now. This is a lot to carry, but I'm going to push forward and I'm going to carry it. And this is a lot of movement here. So to me, it looks like whoever this Queen of Wands represents, again, whether it's a female or whether it's a male who has some sort of divine feminine leanings and some kind of capacity, it looks like they're going to be putting a lot on that person's shoulders as time moves forward from here. There's going to be a lot of this on this person's shoulders for them to carry. The thing is, with the resiliency card upright and our 10 of Wands upright, that means they will be able to carry that load. So it's not something beyond what this person can carry. The thing is, this person is not Joe Biden, because this is wands after wands after wands, and we know he comes up as our cups card, which cups are a water card. Water and fire card? Water and fire don't go together, y'all. Air and fire might go together. Even earth and fire might go together. Water and fire literally do not go together. So this person that they're referring to down here, whoever this person is, has the literal opposite energy of what Joe Biden usually comes up as. And that's the person who's going to be getting these things to shoulder, and that they're going to be able to shoulder those things. So just throwing out some of the things here. This is getting a little bit intense. Let me just push forward with what we've got here on whatever we can know, should know, etc. about the future of this situation here. Yikes. Yikes. I just sit here and nervous laugh, nervous sweat, and do the whole eye and nostril flares for everybody, because wow, this card, and this card, these 3 specifically are pretty ouch for President Joe Biden. This is raising up a new tangible idea, raising up a new project, giving new evidence, bringing something new to the world, to the, I don't know, the discourse, the zeitgeist, I don't know, bringing something new out there. Then we get these 2. Y'all, this is giving something as well. In reverse, it's taking it away. This is the card we just talked about when we talked about sneakiness. Bringing something new, taking something away, being sneaky about it. I'm not gonna lie, this smells a teensy bit like good old-fashioned pirate mutiny. I mean, and I don't mean to laugh about it, because that ain't a good thing. And I'm not saying the pirates are fully successful here. I'm just saying I see it getting tried. Like, you can have a movie where you see a pirate mutiny and it doesn't work and it backfires. That's possible. That don't mean they didn't try it, though. I see you trying it. They're both Here, I see it trying it. However, our sneaky card is in reverse, aka behind the scenes. So for all these people that are saying, oh no, this stuff isn't happening, we see that he says he wants to continue to run. And so there's plenty of people like, we're out there supporting him. I'm going to back him. As long as he wants to run, I'm going to back him. And people are saying that front facing. But behind the scenes, there are some discussions, like not just some musings among friends, not just some locker room talk. There are discussions like to the tune of like secret society level discussions happening about what plans can be made to get this to go a different way than what Joe Biden has professed it will. So this is already underway, and it is underway in a formalized way, in a serious way, in a very real way. As we see further, the Knight of Pentacles, he's our slowest knight in the deck, but he gets what he wants. And our Justice card is in reverse, and our Three of Pentacles card is upright. This is a card about fairness, balance, and legalities. I think that the ideas of fairness, balance, and legalities, justice, and all of that about the idea of Joe Biden running for a second term is going to come up more and more as the months go on, louder and louder as our weeks passed. And this is going to put the kind of pressure that I cannot even describe right now. Like literally, it's so funny as they're saying like put the kind of pressure, I'm like thinking of glaucoma. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, like I guess because of pressure in an eyeball or something. Like that's the symbol I'm getting here of pressure. They're like literally showing me that kind of pressure here. And I mean, again, Justice card in reverse, we're talking about balance, fairness, legalities, and justice, all turning up on its head and having major discussions around that by all these kinds of people. And if they push hard enough and long enough, they can get this Knight of Pentacles to do what they need and get them that coin. So this is a slippery slope. This is the kind of sliding board that, you know, when you slide down those old slides and they're like so hot, they just like tear up your ass. Or they're like, you know, y'all have been on one of those slides that they made back in the day that's like made out of metal, and you get on it in a southern summer and just rip your ass to shreds. That's what this is like. This is making me nervous. Like, it does make me sweat because this is just intense, you know? It's just intense. So it's giving the feelings of, we are all aware it's his choice. How do we make sure his choice is our choice? You know, so it really has some of those, we have to make this his idea or else type vibes. Even if people may not all be saying that out loud, it is behind the scenes for sure. And again, in a very legitimized way, not in a, oh, I'm just rumor mill kind of way, whispering in the peanut gallery kind of way. It's got much more form than that. Ooh, Lord. So, like I said, all that I've already seen throughout the years has said he wasn't going to go his full 8 years. And then we're seeing these things here. Like, This is wild to me. This is just genuinely wild. Okay, let me reshuffle up just one more time. Just see if we can tie a bow around this. Anything else that we can know or should know about this as we end. Just tie a bow. So, and matter of fact, while I get shuffled too, I'm going to pull up over here somebody's name to shout out from the Perk Squad, because on some videos, not this one, I think we're going to be able to finish this one in one, but in some videos we go for so long we end up needing a second video, and we do an extended, and for that we put it over there on the Perk Squad, the channel membership for channel members, and there's lots of perks over there for Perk Squad members. They get their own little Penelope by their names, their own emojis that they can use. They get weekly forecasts every single week to know what in the world's going to happen that week. They get their own videos, their own posts, all kinds of things like that, and they also get video shout outs. So I'm just gonna grab a name and do a shout out to you, Val, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here, so shout out to you, Val. Thank you for being a member. So I just wanted to make sure I got a good shout out in before we pull our last little bit of what else can we know, spirit guides, about President Joe Biden. What else can we know? What else are we allowed to know at this time about him and his future? Yikes. Ooh. Okay. All right. So. Okay. This is one of those times where I'm like, the whole I say what I see doesn't feel good to follow through on that. But my integrity states that I have to. So I will. I'll give you the best case and the worst case here. From what I'm looking at. First, let me just say that a 3 of Swords upright is a heartache card. A Judgment card upright is about having to answer the call. The Tower card upright is about the tower is falling. It has been hit. It's crumbling. There's no way to stop it at this point. It's going. The best case scenario of these 3 cards when they come together like this, the best case is that there's going to be an upheaval that is highly called upon, and it will be very painful for President Joe Biden. That is the best case. The worst case, and y'all who are my OGs here know that I do not do this often. I do not say this often. I do not do this or say this lightly. But sometimes, not always, sometimes when you get these 3 in a row, it can literally mean this. Okay? Look at your screen. If you were listening to me podcast form, I need you to look at your screen right now. This, we all know what this means. Worst case, it means that. So again, best case, a huge tumultuous thing happening because of some big calling, and it's a heartbreaking thing for President Joe Biden. That's the best case. And at this point, since nobody should be wishing this on the man, because that is a truly cruel thing to wish on anybody, let's hope that the best case goes as smoothly and as well as it can. Let's hope that the best case goes in the highest good of all, whatever that looks like. We don't always know what the highest good of all is, okay? We just have to trust our spirit guides that whatever the highest good of all is, that's what comes to pass. And if we don't like what we see and we don't understand it, then we can ask for guidance about it. We can pray about it. We can try to use our inner discernment and work towards following our intuition and our own inner discernment. We can do all kinds of things if it doesn't feel like what we like, including saying, okay, it doesn't feel like what I like, but if this is, the will of the way and of the highest goods, I will try to accept it and try to understand it in my own time. That's also a possibility that we have. We have multiple possibilities here. You get to choose. You have your highest free will. You get to choose. But even in best cases, this does not look good for the man. And this does not support him going a full 8 years. In fact, this doesn't even look good for him getting to start his second batch of 4 years. Down here, our last row, Hierophant upright, World card in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse. Our Hierophant card upright, y'all know, our institutions card, our government card. The institution, the government, is upright. The World card in reverse is it ain't over till it's over. And the 2 of Swords card is decisions have already been made. So if decisions have already been made and things are not over, and the Hierophant card being upright, institutions and the government will come out upright no matter what. This reminds me of all the times that y'all have had me read on the British royal family. And it has said the institution will always protect itself. The institution will always figure out how it needs to continue to survive. The institution will always make self-serving decisions. The institution will throw anything and anyone under the bus to self-serve. And I've always said that about the British royal family. In all these readings, that's what comes up. And that's what's coming up here about our government here in the United States. The institution, the government, will find a way to protect itself. So in some way, shape, or form, there have already been decisions made such that they can preserve themselves. If there is a way that President Joe Biden can fit in with that, then it ain't over. They're going to try to ride that as long as they can, as hard as they can, in whatever way that they can. But once they figure out, or once they come to whatever their line in the sand is, that he can no longer be a part of this self-serve, the decision is already made about how that would go down. So for people who are thinking, again, that it's his decision, it is not actually. And for people thinking that there isn't already a formalized plan behind the scenes and people haven't already figured all this out about how this will go down and what it will look like in the event that this card can no longer self-serve this card, it is already, the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, man. Already. And I feel kind of bad that Joe Biden does not know that. From what I can tell here, I have not seen any indication that he knows that. They've been doing whole, secret society vibes this whole damn time. So, pirate mutiny vibes this whole damn time. That's not something the leader is in on. At all. He still thinks he's got a choice. And that's sad to me. Because I just don't like being blindsided, and I don't like being betrayed, and I don't wish that on anybody else. So even if I don't vote for Biden, haven't voted for Biden, don't vote for Trump, haven't voted for Trump, I feel bad for a person to be blindsided and betrayed when they think they have choice and they don't. From what I'm seeing here. And again, this is all alleged, just my interpretation. You can choose to say everything I just said is utter bullshit, and that's fine. You're allowed to feel like that. But whoo! All right, Joe Biden, you better be able to do this and serve this, because the minute that you for real can't, this plan is already in place. And the fact that we see this, the prognosis isn't good. It's not good. So, anywho, y'all, I'm going to try to get this uploaded as soon as I can. I'm going to put a puppy B-roll here at the end. So again, if you need some uplifting, if you need something to feel better, if you need, you know, a smile, a laugh, something cheerful, stay tuned to the end, watch the puppy B-rolls, get some feel-good feelings from that little quick snippet. And I will come back and see you for a next one. Again, if you would like updates like this for Trump, RFK Jr., any of the other candidates, I think somebody else said they might want one for Jill Stein. There were some other names as well, I think, thrown out. If those are things of interest to you, please let me know, and I will work on videos for those as well. So, anywho, y'all, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Believe me. Bye, y'all. That was so uncalled for. That's sweet. We giving eye licks. This is like I'm bouncing. She's over it. She's over all of us.